going back to, let's start with the image of the nuptial crucifix, that, we just started Men of Hope, a community for Catholic men who are striving to imitate Christ the Bridegroom in their living and their loving.
Yes, yes.
And so when you look at the nuptial crucifix, like this is the identity of male and female, yes. Right? This yes. is what women are called to be, like Mary. Yes. First and foremost, and I believe every soul, male or female, in their prayer life, in their interior life, is meant to be like Mary at the foot of the cross. Our hearts are those open chalices.
Yes, exactly.
We are holding up to him and allowing his most precious blood and living water to flow into us, to be yes. the seed in our garden hearts. So like it says in Isaiah 51:3, so that he can transform our desert hearts into yes. blooming, fertile gardens. And yes. then all of us, with the bride of the song, who on one level is Mary, can yes. say, awake, north wind, come, wind of the south. Holy Spirit, that's the Holy Spirit. Yes. Come, Holy Spirit, breathe over my garden heart and spread the sweet scent of the bridegroom, of our love, all around. Let my beloved come into my garden heart and taste its rarest fruits. Because when we receive his seed into our garden hearts, we give birth to his love anew. God, the infinite God, infinite love, each one of us then births anew a little bit of his infinity into the world. We give birth to Christ in a yes. mystical yes. way. And yes. that's what the world needs. Yes. That's what the world needs. It needs each one of us standing at the foot of the cross, opening our chalice hearts. And first, that means, of course, allowing him to purify the chalice of our heart.
Yes, yes.
We have to allow him to purify it, empty it of all its false loves and attachments, yes. so it can be free. And this is what he says in the Song of Songs also, that the bride says, he has taken me into his chambers, into his yes. banqueting hall. Yes. In some translations, it says, and there he rightly ordered love within
yes.
me.
Yes, yes.
That's first. That comes first. Allow him to take you into his banqueting hall, the sacraments, meditation and contemplation, prayer are all his banqueting halls where he purifies us and makes us open and available, a virgin heart like Mary's virgin womb. So then we can stand at the foot of the bridegroom's cross and allow him to fill our hearts with his seed, the word.
Oh, yes.
And becomes fertile and gives birth again.
Yes, 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 yes. And I'm thinking of the passage in the Catechism that says, the mystery of Christmas will only be complete as Christ is born in us through our yes. This is how the mystery of Christmas is completed. Laura, everything you just said just makes my heart sing. You are giving voice to my own interior journey and experience. This is the journey of the Christian life. It's not some, special thing just for a certain group of people. This is what the Catechism means when it says the entire Christian life bears the mark of the spousal love of Christ for the church. This is what John Paul II means when he says in Novo Millennio Innuente, which was his pastoral plan for the new millennium. And let's not forget, we're only 25 years into the new millennium, and a millennium is 1,000 years. So we're this far in. We've only just begun. So this is the pastoral plan given to us by the Pope, who was chosen to lead us into the new millennium. This is the goal of the next however many 100 years of the church. It is this. He says, we have a duty. John Paul II, we have a duty to show the world the depths to which the relationship with Christ can lead. It will lead us, if we say yes, he says it will lead us to be wholly possessed by the Holy Spirit, vibrating at the Spirit's touch. He says this is totally a work of grace, but it demands an intense spiritual commitment on our part, and it will take us through very painful purifications. what the saints call the dark nights, right? That's John Paul's own language. And then he says, but as we pass through those painful purifications, those dark nights, it leads, this is a direct quote from JP2, Novo Millennio Inuente number 33, it leads in various possible ways to the ineffable joy known by the mystics as nuptial union. And how can we forget, he says, among the many shining examples, how can we forget here the teaching of John of the Cross and Teresa of Avila?
Right.
We have a duty, he says, to show the world that this is where the Christian life leads. It leads to the consummation of the marriage. It leads to nuptial union. It leads us to the Song of Songs. Why have the saints written more commentaries on the Song of Songs than any other book in the Bible? More than Paul's letters, more than the Gospels even. The saints have written their commentaries on this beautiful, sacred, erotic love poetry. Why? Because they understand that this is the language of the interior journey to nuptial union with Christ the Bridegroom. And so Pope Benedict XVI can tell us that the Song of Songs expresses, direct quote, the essence of biblical faith.
Yes. Yes. And that this is, I feel like it's part of my personal mission as well as the mission of Hope's Garden to let people know just what you said. This isn't meant just for the Teresa of Avila's and the John of the Crosses of the world. This is why I teach a lot of St. Francis de Sales, because he learned from them and then he took it and made it applicable to all lay people, to everyone in every vocation, in any profession, any state of life, and said, this isn't just meant for them. This is meant for everyone. This is the first chapter of Ephesians. This is what we are all called to live with the praise to his glory and to live in union with him. This was God's plan from the beginning. Our fulfillment is found in this nuptial relationship with Christ, that he will love us into the people he created us to be. Like this is everything, and it's for everyone, male and
everyone. Go into the main streets, Jesus says, and invite everyone to the wedding feast. To the wedding feast.